Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Bulls offense will get the first possession of the game. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. And he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. The Eagles offense has its first opportunity of the day. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. The Eagles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Kim. And that one's incomplete. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Eastern Michigan. Losing early in the year can be detrimental, also can be galvanizing. You realize not much margin for error, and they suddenly have put it together. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Eagles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two...
Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. They put the first points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That makes the score Eastern Michigan 7, Buffalo 0.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll give it to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Kim. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense
converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Grab over the middle. It's Smith. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this offense right now, they are doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Got the quick completion. Wide open spaces. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Bulls just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off play action on first down. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Kim. Finds his man. It's Lockett. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The give to the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Running behind that left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Eagles are on the move. They'll try the run. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
and that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a...
He's loose. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Here's the pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Snap from the gun on third down. Looking to the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are perfect on fourth down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Back to throw, it's Roberson. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Bulls are in a mess here on third and a mile. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The give to the tailback. Jukes his way for more. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Right back to the well. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
The sure hands, it's McMillan. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
That's caught. It's McMillan. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Quick completion on the out. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass. It's Kim. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver. If they come up short, it's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this one.
Football squirts out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's going to let it go. Lots of running room. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's
fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And the field goal unit is on the field. Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Using his feet to buy time. trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Turning on the Jets. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Kim. Got his man. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Bulls send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, take advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
This one's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Eastern Michigan going fast. Looking for a man. It's Kim. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that will extend their lead even further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And I get why this offense is aggressive. They've been doing what they wanted, right? And they've built this huge lead, but they can't get careless. Like, don't make those mistakes.
And the ball slipped out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
He's got it on the right. Turning it on.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Bulls have taken it inside the 20.
Good enough for a first down.
Back to throw, it's Roberson. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's McMillan. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's McMillan. And he'll move his way. To the first down, they'll mark it at the 35. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Give to the single back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Kim. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be fourth down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that...
Oh, out of space. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it up the 16-yard line. The Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Another incompletion on third down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kill, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Roberson. Finds the tight end. There he goes! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Snow. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Bulls will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On his way back to the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's McMillan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Might as well stick with him. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Lining up to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Wheeler. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Hands it off. He's in open space downfield. It's a seam wide open. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Offense in a bunch formation. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The throw to the outside is complete. Stumbled to the ground. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Roberson. Caught over the middle, it's Snow. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. To the air on first down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. That's caught. It's Morrow. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? And the Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. On the run, it's Dunlap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And the quarterback takes a knee. Now facing a 3rd and long. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive. Welcome to Ypsilanti, and just a few miles away from the big house, where this house is home to the Eastern Michigan Eagles, and we are anticipating a great turnout and a sensational game in this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a MAC slugfest. As we'll see, the Northern Illinois Huskies taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Northern Illinois' offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Eastern Michigan's offense will get the ball for the first time. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Kim. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Creates a little room. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Eastern Michigan. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This would have been a massive field goal try from 55 yards out. Instead, they'll go for it and try to convert on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Fights off a defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and go.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's McMillan. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. To the air, it's Kim. With the catch, it's Dunlap. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. From the gun, running back on the move. Fighting off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Nice move there. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He'll keep it himself. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Of 2. Brings up second down.
That's the end of the period, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Quarterback will keep it. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Can't connect on his first throw.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the ground with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Bryant. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Wide open spaces. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Huskies look to keep this drive humming. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there has been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have
Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but I can see Mike the Tiger out there pacing. This has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over South Carolina. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Kim. Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Second down coming up.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Eagles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockett.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking to throw, it's Kim. Got his man quickly. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. The give to the back. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Eastern Michigan will line up with a first and goal. Wants to go up top. Got his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Fired in from the red zone for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The handoff to Johnson.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone with the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Kim. Got a man, it's Griffin. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Grab behind the line. It's Harris. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Going to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Pulls it in. It's Rooks. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
And the Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown, Eagles! And the stomping has commenced. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll immediately call timeout. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. have been coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Kim. Under fire. Caught behind the line. It's McMillan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Working that wide receiver screen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Rocket. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air. It's Kim. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They'll run it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give on the option. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards. He's loose. Lots of running room. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Catch in the middle. It's Harris. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
At the 20, he's got space. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Looking for space, it's McMillan. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty.
False start offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Let's see what they've got on second down. Running to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Loss of 2.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Eastern Michigan will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Loss on first down increased the degree of difficulty. Second and goal from the 8. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Now facing a third and long. He'll pull it on the read. Turning on the Jets. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Morrow. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds a little space. Turning it on! He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Caught in the backfield. It's Poe. Oh, a lot of space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Northern Illinois will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There he goes! He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Welcome to Oxford, Ohio, and the campus of Miami University as the Red Hawk fans are getting ready for a terrific game in this one. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Miami, Ohio. Welcome to the House Roethlisberger-built Oxford, Ohio, on the campus of Miami University and home to the Red Hawks. And we are looking forward to a fantastic game and a full house for this one. Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Red Hawks offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Scanning the field, it's Finn. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Russell. Gets away from one, finds room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. First and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Red Hawks can really attack on this second and short. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Runs through the tackle. Smashes through the tackle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
Coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Eagles offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give to the tailback. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Eastern Michigan. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Just need to crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Makes the quick grab. It's a seam wide open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Redhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Finn. Got it set up on the outside. Just keeps moving. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. The Redhawks are on the move.
And first down for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. So now it's 2nd and long. They're working that left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Miami, Ohio. 14, Eastern Michigan.
Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting his tone for this.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball,
touchdown, Eagles! Once he got some room, it was over. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 9 over Oklahoma. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Finn. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Redhawks line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that front.
Looking downfield, it's Kim. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Big guy smells it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Eagles. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. A quick pass to the left. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Finn. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. Ball is free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's McMillan. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Caught over the middle. It's McMillan. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much.
There he goes. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Kim. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Russell.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback adapted. Oh, middle, look out! And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Red Hawks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield, it's Finn. It's complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Red Hawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for room, it's Tracy. Powers through the defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Red Hawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He's got him this time. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Eastern Michigan.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Eastern Michigan going fast. Looking to throw, it's Kim. Makes the catch. It's McMillan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grab near the marker. It's Rooks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback keeps it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's McMillan to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Kim. Snagged in the middle. It's McMillan. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's inside the 15. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. On the ground, it's McMillan. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Eagles! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. Oh, he's getting ahead of... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami.
And tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Tight end now in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Eastern Michigan.
On the ready?
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Makes it past the marker. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
Got his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Kim. They go to the wide receiver screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Finn. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds. And an explosive play, has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? It's Russell. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Redhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. We haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. And let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. Makes the grab. It's Russell.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down multiple possessions, got to go for it on 4th down. Probably had that in mind. It's a little shorter 4th down, but this offense has got to stay fast-paced and got to make some explosive plays.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Finding open areas. He's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
We've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Picks up 1. Good enough for first down.
The Eagles are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They stripped it out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Oh, they're after him. Heaves it deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Looking for a man. It's Finn. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. With the catch, it's Tracy. Tackled there by the defense. The Redhawks in the hurry-up. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And the Redhawks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Redhawks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it. That ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Slithers into space. Lots of running room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge third down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Trying to get out from the shadow of their own end. It's 2nd and 5 from the 10. Back to throw, it's Finn. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Red Hawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Hawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. The short hand, it's Tracy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Miami. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To throw, it's Kim. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the third or fourth read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that want to be involved in the passing.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Eastern Michigan going fast. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Might be changing the route. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Touchdown, Eagles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Number 9.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.